Hey there, history buffs and curious minds. Ever wondered how a failed artist turned dictator is remembered today? Buckle up, because we're diving into the bizarre, the shocking, and sometimes the downright ridiculous ways Adolf Hitler's legacy lives on in our world. Spoiler alert, it's not all doom and gloom. Let's kick things off with a quick question. Did you know Hitler once tried to make a living as a painter? Yep, he applied to art school twice and got rejected both times. Talk about a plot twist. Imagine if he had been accepted, we might have known him as the guy who painted mediocre landscapes instead of the tyrant responsible for World War II. Now, let's fast forward to today. How do we remember this guy? Well, the answer is as complex as a soap opera plot. First, we've got the educational perspective. Schools and documentaries worldwide are like, hey, kids, here's why fascism is bad. And trust me, nothing gets that point across better than a good old Hitler documentary. But it's not just serious business. Oh no, the internet wouldn't let that happen. Enter the world of memes. Yes, you heard me right, memes. Hitler's wrench from the movie Downfall have been turned into countless parodies. Whether he's angry about his internet connection or the latest Game of Thrones episode, it's clear that sometimes humor is the best way to deal with horror. Speaking of horror, let's talk about conspiracy theories. Some people think Hitler didn't die in 1945. Nope, they believe he fled to Argentina and lived out his days in secrecy. There's even a whole TV series dedicated to hunting Hitler. Spoiler, they didn't find him. But hey, who doesn't love a good mystery? Then, there's the merchandise. You'd think nobody would want a Hitler-themed anything, right? Wrong. Some folks collect Nazi memorabilia like their Pokemon cards. And while it's super weird, it's also a stark reminder of the atrocities committed. Just make sure you're not mixing up your action figures. You don't want Darth Vader teaming up with Hitler in your toy box. On a more serious note, the legal perspective is fascinating. In some countries, denying the Holocaust or displaying Nazi symbols is illegal. Germany, for instance, takes this very seriously. They even banned a whole episode of The Simpsons because it had a joke about Nazis. So, the next time you think your country's laws are strict, just remember, at least you can still watch The Simpsons. But let's not forget the scholarly debates. Historians still argue about what drove Hitler to commit such heinous acts. Was it his childhood? His rejection from art school? Or just pure evil? Whatever the cause, the discussions are endless, and the books on the topic could fill a small library. Now, onto a lighter topic, pop culture. Believe it or not, Hitler has been portrayed in various forms of media, from comic books to movies. One of the weirdest has to be the movie Jojo Rabbit, where a young boy's imaginary friend is a comical version of Hitler. It's a strange mix of humor and horror, but it works. And don't even get me started on the countless video games where you can fight Nazis. Talk about a therapeutic way to deal with history. But wait, there's more. Did you know there's a whole genre of speculative fiction about what would have happened if the Nazis had won World War II? Books, TV shows, even graphic novels explore this terrifying alternate reality. It's like a historical what-if game, but with way more at stake than just bragging rights. Finally, let's talk about Hitler's impact on modern-day politics. The term Hitler is thrown around so much in political debates that it's practically lost its meaning. Everyone from local politicians to international leaders has been compared to Hitler at some point. It's a lazy argument, but it shows just how deeply his legacy is ingrained in our collective consciousness. So, what's the takeaway here? Hitler's legacy is a mixed bag of horror, humor, and endless debate. It's a testament to human resilience and our ability to find ways to cope with the darkest chapters of history. Whether through education, satire, or storytelling, we keep the memory alive not to glorify, but to remind ourselves of the consequences of hatred and tyranny. And that's a wrap, folks. Remember, history isn't just about the past, it's a guide for our future. So, let's learn from it, laugh at it, and never forget the lessons it teaches us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more historical shenanigans.